Eliminator, still 23 degrees out, so a balmy European summer's evening. Fans enjoying it. So this is the GoPro track ride I actually did yesterday. This is the cross-country Eliminator course. A long start straight into a left and a right hander, down those 3 big drops, then fast down into these 2 jumps and into the formidable rock garden. Actually pretty much one line through there. Interesting to see how that splits things up. And now comes a long climb. So long and slow, in fact, was I on it, that they had to edit it out. It's a lot longer than it is there. Back into the trees, over a double jump. And then into this right hander, then a left. Perhaps the last place to really attack in this. Although the climb before has proved popular in years past. Another small climb, and then it's a long sprint down to the finish. Now, cross-country Eliminator, pretty simple. 4 riders on the line. The top 2 go through to the next round.
Yeah, it's a nice course, and a hard one as well, I think. A tactical race can happen easily here on this course.
Well, we've had the 8 finals already. Some of the action from what's happened here already this evening. So some big names here, Bart. The first heat. We've got the world champion riding tonight from last year, Daniel Federspiel.
The number 1, fastest qualifying for today.
The man to beat, I would say. Samuel Gaze. Is he riding, Samuel?
No, he's not riding today.
Riding.
No.
But Fabrice Miles is.
Yeah, Gegenheimer, some big names tonight, we're going to see.
So there's those jumps I was talking about. They're a little on the short side, actually, for the speed you hit them.
You see still Federspiel in the 8 finals, last position, but already moved to the 3rd. So it comes to a sprint between these 4. A long sprint. They had a bit of a headwind still, but seems to be the wind is going down. Almost no wind at the moment.
Federspiel looking remarkably confident there, Bart. Taking his time building up in this one. He knew that he had the mark of those 2 in front of him.
He's playing with them.
Incredible. Absolutely. So, Federspiel doing it perfect there in the 8th final. I wonder if it'll be that easy for him for the rest of the evening.
It becomes more harder for him as well during the heats. One other favorite here in blue, Fabrice Miles from Belgium.
The big man there on the right of the screen.
Against 2 riders from Switzerland, an Australian rider.
Of course, Mel's been a world champion as well. 2014 in Lillehammer.
Yeah, all the heats have to go perfect actually if you want to go through. The first 2 go to the next heat.
No prisoners really taken in cross-country Eliminator, is there, Bart? It's pretty cutthroat for those top 2 positions.
Yeah, everything has to go perfect in a race like this. Every small mistake, every small detail, it will cost you a place. And only what we already said, only the top 3 or top 2 goes through. Fabrice Miles, he shows how he do a sprint, a proper sprint. Watching back over his shoulder, no problem for him at all in this heat. Christoph Borger from the Czech Republic, one of the locals, one of the favorites definitely. He's able to make it to a good end. He's very strong, powerful rider. Now in the 3rd position, Raido from Italy. Can he make it? Only the top 2 goes through.
So this big, long finish straight, sure to play a huge part this evening. I would say, Bart, really it's going to be decided on this finish straight or that climb a little earlier. But we've seen in the past that to risk everything on that climb, you know, if it doesn't pay off, if you don't get enough of a gap, this climb here I'm talking about.
Yeah, you show it in a heat like this. So
yeah.
Like Gegenheimer, he's waiting for his other riders. He plays the game, trying to save some energy. It's very nervous for the riders. You have to stay calm. The first rider who attacks at this moment, it costs a lot of energy. All the riders can go with them, have a bit of a draft. So
that's what I was saying. Yeah. So if you do attack there and it doesn't work, you can leave yourself really exhausted for the finish line straight. So it's a gamble to go there.
It is like that. You see here the Ukraine rider, first position, Gegenheimer.
Number 3 on his bike. Now the numbers on the front of the bikes are their qualifying positions. They did one flying lap of this track.
Yeah, the Dutch rider, he goes, Guus Olden Munkenhof. And a fast acceleration. Immediately, Gegenheimer goes with him. He knows as well, in the wheel, immediately. And they to make it to the next heat. Guus Olden Munkenhof.
And now we go down to the start live then. Live now with the quarterfinals for the women. And the number 1 qualifier there on the right of the screen, Linda Indergan. There she is, the defending world champion.
So it's Linda Indergan on a depth start from the Netherlands.
So here they come, the number 9 out front.
Irina Popova from Ukraine. She became European champion a couple of weeks ago. So it's a busy season for all these riders. Also this week, like Linda Indergan, definitely she will do the cross country as well. One of her main goals, qualified for the Olympics. Anna Terpstra, 4th position, so a lot of work for her to do still. Only the next 2 go through. Linda Indergan already had a big gap here on this slightly uphill. It hurts a lot for the bodies, for the legs.
But good for Indergan there. She won't be too stressed. She doesn't look like, important as well in this, isn't it, Bart, to try and save some energy, I guess, for the later rounds.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of rounds, and also in between these rounds, the riders, they stay warm, they stay on the roller. At the moment, the temperature is pretty high still, so it's warm enough, but still you have to move your legs to relax a bit and cool down, and prepare for the next heat.
So Indergan making light work of this one.
Gnocchi from Italy, 2nd. Popova, can she make it? The gap is pretty big already to the 2nd place. So far on the top, so there's still a lot of work for her to do, but the finish line is already close by. Linda Indergan and Gnocchi goes through.
Okay, bear with us while we get our timing screens fixed. Having some technical issues here at the moment. But that's heat 1. Quarterfinal number 1 for the women.
And you can see how dry it is here in the forest. So no slippery parts on a course like this.
Defending world champion now sailing through. Along with Giada Gnocchi from Italy.
Switzerland, Poland and Italy.
Quarterfinal number 2 now.
And of course, Catherine Stierman, one of the favorites for tonight as well, for the title.
2014 world champion there with the number 4 plate on the front of her bike. Next to her, it's sides, a fellow Swiss woman. Turabos from Poland with the number 12 plate. And watch out for Anna Oberpalata. She can be good there, the Italian in the blue.
Definitely on a course like this, you need a bit of endurance. For the women, it was like 1 minute 40 seconds qualifying time. Yeah, of endurance as well, what you need after a minute.
Now looking at that bar, you know, you can see Sterneman there on the number 4 bike. On that inside gate, she could get off that gravel and onto the grass.
Yeah,
is that an advantage?
Definitely it is. The grass, there's so much more traction. You see the wheels are bumping on the gravel. It's so loose, it's so tricky actually to go full gas on these little stones, this gravel. It's very slippery for the rider. So yeah, definitely the side where Katrien Stienemann was riding, it's the best. And yeah, your start number you can choose. The lowest start number can choose the first gate. So for Katrien Stienemann it means she can choose the fastest gate, and that's for us on the screen, right hand side line. So the two Swiss riders, Seitz and Stienemann together. With a bit of a gap to the third rider.
Looking like they're going to qualify then, these two at the moment. And Sterneman as well, she'll be glad of a relatively stress-free quarter-final here, Bart.
Definitely it is for her. They both know how big the gap already is, so they can slow down a bit, save some energy. And they will do.
So, Sterneman going to go through. We're going to get the 2014 and the 2015 Eliminator World Champions in the semi-finals.
That's good.
And looking at it,
yep,
probably in the final as well, I'd say, looking at how easily they've glided through these quarters. Long, long way down to that finish line. We're going to see some sprinting there this evening, I promise you that. So it's a Swiss 1-2. Through they go.
You can see immediately from the start on, they go full gas, full speed. They open the gap immediately here on the BMX section. Some high jumps. Even for some of the riders, the jumps are too short.
Yeah.
Dangerous when you go too fast.
Yeah, they are. You might see some of the men over jumping them a little bit. So we'll see those two in the semis. For the final 3 now on the line. Watch out for the number 2 plated rider there. The second fastest qualifier, Alexandra Engen. 2012 world champion. So underway we go then with quarterfinal number 3. And it's the Ingrid Bogate-Jacobsen out there on the number 10 plated bike. Thought she was going to get the whole shot. Slots into second place. It's Engen out front now.
Yeah, it's good to see Engen back here participating in the Eliminator discipline. She's been out for a while actually. And, she's coming back slowly, but with a second qualifying time, a really good position at the moment for her.
Suffering with some illness, I believe. Is that right?
It is, yeah, yep. Yeah, overtrained. Yeah, a lot of physically and mentally things which were going on.
Whoa! Whoa! Straight down into the rocks there. She's up. She's okay. But Vendula gets over there.
Yeah, that hurts a lot. What we already said. The speed was too high, and you over-jump actually the table jump. Engen, Jacobsen, the numbers 1 and 2, and that hurts a lot. Hit the rocks.
Managed to get most of her speed gone by then. So Alexandra Engen actually not just the 2012 world champ, also 2013 world champion from Peter Maritzburg. So we're going to get pretty much every world champion there's ever been in the semis, bar. It's going to be good.
But they have to go. Nadine Rieder's coming back.
Well, maybe not.
From Germany.
I might be wrong.
They slow down a bit too much. So it comes to a sprint. Alexandra Engen, does she know actually that Nadine Rieder is in her reel? She's so relaxed.
Well, it's going to come down to a sprint finish. Ingrid Bogate-Jacobsen, silver medalist at last year's World Championships. So Engen now must know the German's there. Engen starting to wind it up as they come down to the line. And it's going to be a 1-2. Engen going through, Bo Jacobson with her.
Tactically a strong ride for Alexander Engen as well. I think she knows exactly what she did.
Good to see it's over up after that nasty crash.
Here we see that again, that nasty crash. Go fast. Second jump.
Smack down in the rocks. Well, Nadine Reeder did well to come back to the back wheel of those two there. She lost some time.
She knows she almost crashed as well, Nadine Reeder. Maybe for that reason Alexander Engen slowed down to let her come by again and then start again for the last sprint.
So heat number 4 now. We've got Barbara Padova, Romana Foccini, Kate Courtney in this one.
Kwiatkova from the Czech Republic, one of the favorites. Number 3. Okay, Courtney not at the start line at the moment. Waiting for her, or is she not riding again? Interesting. Only she's not riding anymore.
No Kate Courtney in this one. 2 of the 3 will go through our last quarter final now. Third fastest qualifier there. Barbara Prudkova going to give the local fans something to cheer about here tonight from the Czech Republic. Look at the start on her bar.
A really fast start of her. And you can see the aggression in her body as well. She put everything she had into it. And she opened the gap immediately. A huge gap already.
Long off that first double. It's okay though, got away with it. Well, that's how tricky the rock section can be.
Yeah, Foccini a bit of a trouble over there. But Kwiatkova very fast. She's very powerful. You can see it here. So it comes to a sprint between Foccini. Kwiatkova not waiting for anybody else. Now she can slow down.
She's done the work on that climb over the back, so the race now really for that second qualifying position. Foccini against Motus. Foccini with the number 6 plate on the front of her bike at the moment. In second place, and it's a long, long way to that finish line.
Yeah, especially if you are exhausted at the end of the race and you have to sprint till the finish line. It costs so much energy. It hurts a lot. Strong ride of her.
Third fastest qualifier. Will she be able to get a medal or even take the gold tonight, Bart? That'd be good for the Czech Republic.
I think it helps a lot to have your World Championships in your own country. The riders are more motivated as ever, but still you have to be trained really well. You have to be prepared for the race. But it seems to be Prudkova, she's into it. Czech flag on her face.
So, Foccini, Prudkova going through to the semi-final. So now we go across to the men's quarterfinals.
But definitely Federspiel, one of the favorites in the first heat.
Van Galen in there, Emil Lind. Watch out for that round. He's the European champion, Emil Lind. So that's going to be interesting to see. Qualified in 4th place.
Another Swedish guy in that heat.
Mals, second fastest qualifier, former world champion. Devon Prideaux in there as well. Gegenheimer, the one to watch in that heat. Heat number 4. Third fastest qualifier. So all the big names really so far so good. They've made it this far. Remember, they've already had the 8 finals. And here we go with court final number 1.
Federspiel, he was playing with his riders in the previous heat. Tactically one of the strongest riders, but also physically he's really prepared for this day.
Number 1 plate. The inside isn't the first turn, although it's a long, long way away. Federspiel, you get the feeling, wants to defend the rainbow stripes tonight. Long hold on the gate here, Bart.
It is.
Here we go, we're off. And Federspiel straight up on the grass there. That's got to be an advantage, surely. Just for the traction and the power you can put down.
Yeah, definitely it helps a bit.
Coming under real pressure though, from Horvath on the 16 bike.
From Germany. Federspiel second, Lutti, Switzerland, and Poland number 4. Rock Garden. One good line for the riders. And now the hard uphill section here on the asphalt. The riders still very close together.
Federspiel now making a move on the number 1 plated bike up the inside.
Easily.
Yeah, pretty easily. He's got some power, hasn't he?
Power left.
Some power left, even
Yeah,
more so.
Horvath second from Germany. Patrick Lutti from Switzerland, 4th. So the sprint.
Luthi with it all to do then. And I don't think he's going to make any inroads. The pace is so high. Here he comes. Here comes Luthi then. On the number 9 bike. It's an incredible sprint from him. Oh, at the last minute, he grabs that qualifying position. What an incredible turn of pace, but I thought it was done.
Yeah, if you have a lot of draft from the riders in front of you, it helps so much. Of course, if you go down the bridge, you have a lot of speed. All the riders have a lot of speed, so the riders have to wait till the end, and that's what Patrick Lutti did. He waited till the end, and they have to push and pedal again. Then you need to find the right moment, and he did it exactly how he has to do it. Accelerating just in the last 100 meters.
Look at the turn of pace on him. Wow.
Smaller wheels for Patrick Lutti, 27.5 inch wheels. So most of the riders 29ers, but in the sprint discipline it helps a bit to have the smaller wheel size. It's accelerate a bit faster. Also the riders they have a bit more pressure as normally as cross-country riders have in the tires. And I think that's the main reason why there's not that much grip here on this gravel section just after the start for the riders.
Men's quarter final number 2. Heiko Hogg on the 13. Number 12 there, Luis Kukuzi. Matthias Van Galen, number 5, the 5th fastest qualifier. And to his left, the 4th fastest qualifier, Emil Lind.
So two riders from Sweden Amy Lind, he became European champion. Fourth fastest qualifying time, fastest line as well on the grass, inside line. The first position. Some shoulder work between Brazil and Germany.
Pretty close this one. Hogan clipping at the back. Whoa. The Swedes bar to bar as they charge down towards these jumps.
Lind and Wengeling.
Pretty much only one quick line through those rocks. And now onto this long, long climb. And it's the Sweden 1-2 at the moment. And that is quite a pace they're setting there, but that is a very steep climb when you get on it on a bicycle.
It is, but positions here, they are really important. If you can enter the forest in the first place, it helps a lot, especially when the speed is high. Right now the speed is not that high, so they have to accelerate again after this section, this off-road section. Chicane here just before the bridge. Then they enter the asphalt, and then the sprint has to start. Kokuzi, the number 12 from Brazil. Can he make it? They wait long.
So Wengeling winds it up, Lind goes with him. The number 12 trying, Kokuzi having a go there. But I think it was to no good effect.
Close finish.
It was a close finish, I'm not going to call that one until I see it back.
Hard to see for us. Yeah, the two Swedish riders here pushing each other a bit, but they know as well, don't do it too much. For us, it's really hard to see here in this position.
Yeah, it should be confirmed shortly. Unfortunately, our timing screen is down, or I would be able to tell you. It's the two Swedes that go through, Wengeling and Lind.
That motivates each other a bit if you can be from the same country in the same heat. Do a bit of work together.
So, heat number 3. Daniel Bordeaux there on the number 23. Segessa on the 18. The number 7 of Jose Martinez Roccanini. And the number 2 there, the second fastest qualifier. This big man closest to us at the moment, Fabrice Maus. The Belgian. The 2014 world champion, Fabrice Maus. Can he get back that title tonight? Maus not looking too stressed at the moment.
Definitely not. He's into it. Ooh, slippery there in that corner. Slow down a bit. Jose Martinez from Argentina. So a long way to the Czech Republic for him.
Maus looking content at the moment just to sit there in second place. I think he knows he's got the horsepower when he needs it, but...
Yeah, Daniele Braido, watch out for him as well. He's always strong at the end. Bad start for him in this heat, but there he comes. Immediately to the front.
Oh,
the number 23 from Italy.
So Bradell picking up the pace. The rest of the pack now having to respond. But Maus looking in control to me on the number 2 at the moment.
Braido besides him, inside a bit.
Look at Maus just stretching his legs, waiting for the big sprint to the line.
They're making a good show of it. They slow down, so from here on they have to accelerate. But still, they wait a bit. The Argentina rider's coming. In 4th position, first right now. There melts, he goes.
Maus has got some serious power, look at him. 2 or 3 bike lengths already. So it's going to be Miles that goes through with Martinez Rocchini, I think.
Belgium and Argentina, they go through. So here Brido, he's going from the 4th position immediately to the front. He knows as well that's the best place. But it cost him so much energy to do this after a bad start. And then if they start accelerating, they start the sprint, smells like this, Brido, it's over.
Looks pretty relaxed about everything so far for Reece Miles.
But the big names coming together in one of the next heats.
That's right. It's only going to get faster, tighter and better from here on in. So the last of the men's quarterfinals here at the 2016 UCI Men and Bike World Championships. Nove Mesto, Morave in the Czech Republic. And this one features Simon Giegenheimer there, number 3, 3rd fastest qualifier, number 3 on the front of the bike. He took the bronze medal at last year's World Championships. He'll be after something a little better than that tonight.
Another rider from Sweden, Guus Olde Monnikhoff from Holland, the Netherlands, in orange. Casagrande from Italy, outside in the blue. Giegenheimer, fast start, but he will slow down as usual. He's playing all these heats tactically. Don't spend too much energy. So Giegenheimer first.
Over the jumps they go. The Dutchman at the back now.
Some work to do for him.
Casagrande on the 22 in 3rd place at the moment.
But as you can see here already, Giegenheimer, he's slowing down so much. So new opportunities for everybody.
Why is he doing that, Bart? Because he could have ridden away from there. Is it to save energy for the semis and the finals?
Yeah, but I think he knows his strength, and that's accelerating from almost 0 speed. But also he needs to, I think he's missing a bit of the endurance, so he slowed down and then he can save some energy again, and when it comes to a sprint he accelerates so fast immediately that nobody else can beat him. But it gives some opportunities here for Guus Olde Monnikhoff, 2nd place from Holland now.
He's done well, come through.
Yeah, so with a bad start, still 2nd now. And they're making it a long sprint from now on already immediately.
Giegenheimer not going to sleep there, he's just relaxing on his bars. He almost could go to sleep, the distance he's got. It's a battle for 2nd place, and the Dutchman takes it.
I think if Giegenheimer wouldn't slow down here on the asphalt section, I think for Guus Olde Monnikhoff it wouldn't be able to catch them again. But if the heat goes like this, he's very fast, he's very strong at the end.
Through then for Holland. Perhaps tactics will change now, Bart, as we go to the semi-finals.
It is, yeah. If gaps are open already for some of the riders, I think they will continue on the speed and don't slow down, even like Mels did already in the previous heat. He slowed down as well, and they must have so much self-confidence, these riders, if you can do it like that. Otherwise, you will keep on with the high speed or gap what you already have.
Which one will it be?
So that was our last quarter-final. Now we'll go to the semi-finals for the women. Defending world champion in this one, Linda Indegan. Look at that, all these qualifiers inside the top 10. So this is going to be a tough one. Indegan and Sturdeman definitely the favourites in that one. And it's the Scandinavians that I would pick in semi-final number 2, Engen and Ingrid Bo Jacobsen.
Three Swiss riders here dominating this heat. Tienemann in the gun, definitely one of the fastest, one of the favorites. I don't know if there are any rules for the Swiss riders. Probably everybody will fight for himself.
We'll find out. I can't imagine it. All good for the Swiss. Defending world champion closest to us.
The fastest line immediately after the start. Linde in the gun, number 1 plate.
Sternemann getting out sprinted there, back in 3rd place at the moment then.
In the gun, Tienemann. Fiocchi, Italy.
Italian. Back into 3rd place now. Dindegan from Sternemann. Sternemann with those distinctive mag wheels on that bike. Italian losing some time there, not jumping that double.
So the top 3 is Switzerland. Fiocchi a bit further away.
Sights back in 3rd at the moment, working hard to get on the wheel of these front 2. She's up out of the saddle and sprinting, but barely making any inroads on these 2. Indegan and Sternemann really in control of this one. The Italian looks like she's coming back. This camera angle might lie to us a little bit. No, she's right back in the pack there, so.
Indergant and Tienemann both riding with a GoPro on the handlebar, so some extra footage later on.
Some on bike. By the Skoda arch they come.
And again, a small gap to Fiocchi.
They picked up a real gap there, really, considering that was a downhill section. Impressive. Yeah. So these 2 are going to have a pretty easy ride through to tonight's final part. That's going to be good for their legs in the final.
It helps a bit. Especially the last part of each heat. If you have to sprint, it's got so much energy, but also a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah.
You have to. So yeah, you have to keep it down again from that on, and be prepared for the next heat. So what all these riders do, they going back on the roll immediately. You slow down a bit, spinning the legs. In the gun. Sides here, struggling a bit with the speed. And also, because of the 4th position what she had, she lost a bit of jockey here in the BMX section over there. And then you spend too much energy immediately to close the gap to make it to another sprint at the end.
Again, and Sternemann. The 2014 and 2015 world champions are going to be in the final. And in the next heat, we're going to see Alexandra Engen, the 2012 and 13 world champion. And you would imagine that she'll be joining them, barring any catastrophes.
Yeah, but watch out for Plitkova as well from the Czech Republic, the number 3.
There she is, sat next to Alexandra Engen on the number 2 there, Engen, in the yellow, in the Swedish kit. So this is going to be a good one. Bo Jacobson on the number 10. Okay, we're off.
Not a good start for Alexandra Engen in the beginning, but as you can see here on the grass, it seems to be this section is so much faster.
Oh, not taking any prisoners either. Taking as much room as she wants, Alexandra Engen, into that first turn.
Yeah, if you have a bit of a bike length in front of your rider and you go outside of the corner, all these other riders has to go with them. But Plitkova is over.
She got a front flat. She's got a flat front tyre. I think she's brave pitting them jumps. Well, that's her. It's over.
Yeah.
She's a brave woman, but that, yeah, crazy to carry on with a front flat like that. What a shame for her then. Czech's hopes go out with a puncher. And Engen now should dominate this one.
I think she ran into this corner a bit too wild. I think she burped her tire. I don't know where it happened, but probably already in the fast corner before the jumps. And it's a shame actually for the Czech Republic.
Bo Jacobsen on at the back at the moment, then with a little bit of work to do now, the Norwegian.
So for Chini, Engen, Bo Jacobsen.
The medalist, Bo Jacobsen, at the last two World Championships, and there's that flat front tyre. Shame for the Czech rider.
So some work to do for Bo Jacobsen. If she able to do it.
Engen's looking pretty relaxed there in second place then. Puccini out front at the moment. Here comes the attack then from the Scandinavians. And Engen's going to go out. Engen sensationally goes out in the semi-finals. I didn't see that coming, Bart.
I didn't expect it either, but you could see as well she was a bit of exhausted just before the finish. But a strong sprint of her. Bo Jacobsen, really strong. And it's a shame for Plitkova. And here you mentioned it already. Yeah, you can see it here. Ooh, she knows as well. Almost no air anymore in the front tire.
Really bad luck. She carried on bravely, but no chance for the flat front
Here
tire.
it's still good. I think in this corner it happened somewhere. Maybe hit a rock. Maybe hit.
Strange. Very bad luck that.
It is. First position, the last heat, semi-finals. Still jumping with a flat front tire, not easily. She almost crashed. And she must notice it as well. But she's still going on.
Alexander Engen getting in a bit of trouble there as well, but Engen not having the legs for the sprint at the end, and Engen out sensationally then. Alexander Engen, the 2013 World 12 and 13 World Champ, out. And it's Puccini and Bo Jacobsen into the final. Engen will still get another run though in the women's small final for the losers of these two semi-finals. That's all that lady
So
there.
3 Swiss riders again in the next heat, in the finals. Together with Norwegian Bo Jacobsen.
Daniel Federspiel on the one.
Now it's getting more serious, faster, more dangerous, more excitement.
Luthi on the outside. Van Gelen. Lind on the number 4, so three very fast qualifiers in this one. Federspiel then will know how much pressure he's going to be under.
So Federspiel, Lind, Luthi, Wengeling.
Defending the world champion.
Outside, Wengeling.
That's his night over. So 4 go down to 3, 2 will go through to the final. Federspiel safely over the jumps.
And only one good line, what you already said. That was a really bad one for Lind.
Lind lost a lot of time there. He'd have actually been better just to slot in behind and take that main racing line. But he looks like he's got the legs on him to come back through. Luthi now under pressure. Oh,
Flat tire as well for him. That's why it went wrong.
They must be running ever so soft tyres, I would think, off those flat coming off those long drops. I can only think that's where they're losing pressure.
Yeah, and still I think they're running a lot of, at least more pressure as a normal cross-country race. Federspiel playing again. Lind second, Luthi third. Who Test the best legs. Who is the fastest sprinter of these three? There he goes, Federspiel, Lind. Full on.
Oh, it doesn't look to me like Luthie's got much left in the tank there at the back, the number 9. Lind in second place at the moment. Federspiel, though, controlling this one. And the world champion, the reigning world champion, the defending world champion from Austria, looking incredibly strong tonight, Bart.
It is. Incredible strong. Yeah, what we already saw, playing with his riders. And here, yeah, the tubular tire came off actually when he made this weird turn actually outside of the course. A wrong line for Lind here on the rock section. It cost him so much energy. And Gegenheimer watching back over his shoulder. Lind and Federspiel. Final heat.
Here we go, semi-final number 2 now.
European champion and the world champion. Reigning world champion.
Smells there.
Serious business in this heat as well.
In the blue kit, closest to us, Fabrice Smells. Gegenheimer next to him.
Number 3.
Martinez Ronco.
From Argentina.
On the outside. (2014) world champion in this discipline, closest to us. He's a big man with a lot of power, Fabrice Smells. Gegenheimer, though, in the middle.
Here's Olde Monnikhoff from Holland. Not the fastest starter, but always strong at the end. Gegenheimer leading again, but he will slow down, as we saw in the previous heat.
Perhaps less in this one, though, but
I think too.
Oh! Well, he can slow down all he wants now because this heat is done. Wow.
2 riders left.
2 riders left, and they're going to qualify. So it's going to be Gegenheimer and Maus now. They can get off and walk pretty much to the finish line and be in this final.
Yeah, don't say it too loud. A lot of things can happen.
Well, he'll be disappointed that Monkenhoff there off the bike.
Yeah, bad crash for him. Some troubles with the saddle.
Gegenheimer's probably going to have a word with Maus and say, look, let's just chill out. We don't need to do anything here. No rush whatsoever.
It helps these riders a bit for the final, I guess. Martinez is coming from Argentina. Still pushing it, so the other riders have to push a bit. Not too much. Nels is stretching his legs, saving the energy for the next and the final heat. There they come. Two favorites for the title.
They're going to be in there with Federspiel as well. So we've got an amazing lineup for the final, I think, Bart.
Yeah, Lind, Gegenheimer.
The European champion, Lind. Gegenheimer, he's been a medalist before. Bronze in 2015. Fabrice Smells, a former world champ. Federspiel, a world champion. It's a great one, this.
It is.
Big final coming up. We will see the small finals before that, and the Dutchman receiving some medical attention there. I don't think he's too badly hurt, hopefully, but he went down pretty hard, didn't he?
Yeah, he went pretty hard. Definitely on the asphalt. It always hurts. So much extra. So, yeah, they hit each other with the handlebars.
Oh, he did go down on his knee there as well. Horrible.
And his wrist as well, I guess.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
So in the beginning, you don't feel anything. Full of adrenaline. Try to continue with. You can see it as well. Yeah, full on his knees.
Oh, it looked worse on the replay, actually, Bart, didn't it? Oh. I don't think their next round will be quite as relaxed as that.
I don't think so either.
No high-fiving over the line.
Yeah, what you said on his knee, it seems to be like that. Guus Oldemonnikhoff from the Netherlands. A bad crash of him in the semi-finals. The Swiss fans
enjoying this beautiful evening here in Nove Mesto.
Florian Vogel over there, Geiger, the young Frischknecht.
As there is the start list for the cross-country eliminator small final. Now this sorts out positions 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. And look at that, second and third fastest qualifiers in there. Hasn't probably gone quite to plan. Barbara Prutkova, the Czech rider there with a number 3 on the front of her bike.
A new front wheeler for her.
A real shame. Next to Alexandra Engen in the yellow. From Italy, Tiocchi on the outside. And Aline Seitz on the number 5 bike in lane 3. So, no medals on offer in this. But the 5th place is. And it's Engen in the yellow with a great start. And a fair lead into this first left-hander.
So Tiocchi second, Prutkova from Czech Republic. Hometown race for her, a third at the moment.
I think Prudkova's going to go for it in this one, Bart. She would have loved to impress in front of the adoring home crowd here. That front flap taking her quite cruelly out of the previous round. Oh, Engen getting a bit sideways over that jump. Everyone through the jump safely though. Into the rocks they go. Aline Seitz then in 3rd place at the moment.
Struggling with the speed of Alexandra Engen. Prutkova, a big gear. Like Jaroslav Kulavi, a little bit the same style.
Which is the powerhouse.
Engen slowing down a bit.
Let's let them catch up a little bit. Prutkova there in 2nd place. He's under real pressure now from Tiocchi though, the Italian, in 3rd at the moment. Seitz some way back in 4th. They're going to come back together though, properly if they carry on at this pace. Engen then, quick through those turns. He manages to pull a couple of bike lengths out of there. And now it's going to be a sprint down towards the line.
For the places 5, 6, 7 and 8.
So remember, Engen, a 2-time world champion in cross-country eliminator. Hasn't been her night tonight, but she's gonna, well, I think she's gonna win this small final. Oh, she's under real pressure as she comes to the line. And you know what? I think Prutkova got it. What do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think Engen got it.
Our timing screen is down and we can't give you any confirmation until we see it. Same time as you on the TV monitor.
So different tactics for Alexandra Engen here in this heat. The previous heat when she get out, definitely disappointed by that. So she changed a bit of tactics here, and she made it till a fast sprint from the end on, actually from the beginning on this finish line. Immediately accelerated, but still almost beaten by, or maybe beaten by Prutkova. We don't know yet. Photo finish. Engen had it.
Well spotted, it's close.
Hard
It's
to say.
super close. Want to put a wager on it, Bart? No lack of aggression from Alexandra Engen.
Wow.
She wanted it.
Nice to see that.
I'm not sure she knew that Prutkova was that close, actually.
She came with much more speed. A big gear, she was pushing it. Cost a bit of time to accelerate, but after that, there it is. You're right, Prutkova.
It's when you owe me at the bar afterwards, but
I will. No problem.
So, getting stretched off there, the Dutchman, but...
Yeah, accuse all the Monnikov. Actually, he should have to do the semi-finals, but he's not able anymore to do that. So
I hope he's not too seriously out. I think you were right. We assumed he was okay because he got up to his feet so quickly, but adrenaline can quite often take it over. Now, there is the small final start list. Vengelen, Luthi, and Ronconi in that one, going to be fighting it out. Good to see someone from South America represented in there as well, the Argentinian. And they're on the line already.
So Wengling, he went out as well by a flat tire in the previous heat. And for him, only the small finals left. Martinez, he hit Monnikov. He almost crashed as well.
Yeah, some good racing tonight.
Riders ready, attention.
So watch out for Vengelen. The Swedish rider, number 5 on the front of his bike. Fastest qualifier out of these 3. See how much got left in the tank.
So it means the number 5, 6 and 7.
Vengelen storming away with this one so far. This will give him 5th place on the night, remember. The 2 main finals are to come.
Martinez from Argentina, 2nd place.
I don't think Vengelen's going to slow down on this climb too much. He's got quite an advantage. He might want to just keep that going now.
And he does. He has the endurance.
He does, yep.
He's a good cross-country rider as well. Luthi from Switzerland is coming now, 2nd place. Martinez is struggling with the speed. So different tactics here in this small finals. Full gas from the beginning on till the end. And you see Wengling, serious business. Full speed from the beginning on.
Going to give him 5th place on the night. Luthi on the Scot there, the number 9 rider. Going to get 2nd place. I think that will give him 6th place this evening in this World Championships. It's Vengelen who wins the small final. No medals for 5th place, Bart, but he'll be happy to have won the small final.
Yeah, finished 5th on the World Championships, not too bad. Yeah, but if you can't make it without because of a flat tire or a crash in the semi-finals, it's always bad feeling for the riders. So the only thing what they can do in the small finals is give everything they have and winning this heat, like Wengling did.
Nice aero front number plate on that bike.
So, finals left.
That's it. Men and women's finals coming up. Stay with us. We're going to be going start line very, very shortly for the women's. 4 riders, 3 medals. 3 Swiss in there. Ingrid Bo Jacobsen. Can she stop a clean sweep of the medals from Switzerland? I think she probably can, but it's not going to be easy for her. Number 1 qualifier, defending world champion there, Linda Indegand on the number 1 plated bike. Next to her on the number 4, it's Katrin Sternemann, the 2014 world champion. Boccini on the number 6, Bo Jacobsen on the number 10. Bo Jacobsen, silver medalist at last year's Worlds.
So what are the tactics for this race?
I think it might be all out from the start. We're about to find out. The 2016 Mountain Bike World Championships Women's Cross Country Eliminator Final is underway. And it's Indegand at the front now.
Stierneman second, Bo Jacobsen third, Forcini fourth. And you see the speed of Linda Indegand.
Well, we know she's in great shape. She's been having some good results in cross country this year. Stierneman going with her though. There's a World Championship at stake here. No one's going to give up easily in this one. And the two Swiss women out front at the moment.
Ooh, big jump for Linda Indegand. Both very strong sprinters. Stierneman,
sorry, but
Stierneman, Indegand, both very strong sprinters.
Indegand not looking back, giving it absolutely everything on this climb. She's not going to let Stierneman back into this game if she can help it. Out of the saddle, but I don't think she's even looked over her shoulder once.
Yeah, what I already said, different tactics here for this race. I think she can do it again like last year she did. Forcini third, Bo Jacobsen fourth from Norway. And Linda Indegand. Big gap already. To Stierneman, who's second right now. Forcini third.
So Linda Indegand is going to get this one, I think. She's pulled out an incredible gap. Linda Indegand crosses the line to defend her World Championship from last year. She's a 2016 Cross Country Eliminator World Champion. #1 qualifier, gold medal. She didn't do anything wrong here this afternoon. Stierneman the first to congratulate her.
Swiss podium.
An all-Swiss podium. Look at that, Bart.
Yeah, we already expected a bit like that, but it was a hard job for Bo Jacobsen to beat these girls.
So Switzerland go the medals. More gold for Switzerland.
Probably it will be the next couple of days.
There's going to be plenty going that way, I think. Okay, the men's final is coming up next. How Linda Indegand did it. Let it pretty much start to finish, Bart.
Yes, the different tactics for this race, this final heat. She was accelerating actually from the beginning on, from the start on, high speed. So yeah, the endurance, that's the main thing what you need to have for a heat like this. At the end of the day, they already did the time trial earlier today. Many heats they have done, so they stay warm on the roller all the time. So and then the different tactics for Linda Indegand, and it pays out for that. Yeah, great race. Defending her title from Andorra last year.
Linda, congratulations. You put out a very strong ride today.
Yeah, thank you. It's just awesome, and because we are 3 Swiss on the podium, and that's just great.
How does it feel compared to last year? I mean, same feeling? I mean, being a champion?
Yeah, not the same, because to defend the title is always more difficult, but it's just great.
And Switzerland did 1, 2, 3, the whole podium. That's very amazing.
Yeah, that's really amazing, and I'm really proud to be part of the Swiss team.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think the Swiss team might be in for a good weekend here at the 2016 Mountain Bike World Championships.
Yeah, good start for them.
Not bad. Every medal so far is theirs.
Yeah, it always helps a bit when you see riders winning medals from your nation.
Motivates for the rest of the
It
weekend.
is.
Well, there's the start final for the men. Daniel Federspiel, the defending world champion. Giegenheimer's in there as well. Emil Lind, the European champion. And Fabrice Mels, the 2014 world champion. So I've got a feeling this is going to be
An exciting race.
And also the 1 and 2 qualifiers, Federspiel and Mel. So,
Yeah.
well, look at that. The first four fastest qualifiers in the final. That's unprecedented.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Nothing between these four then. Federspiel to me has looked perhaps the most composed, the less stressed so far this evening. But
yeah, but also Mel's,
right.
he has a lot of confidence as well. Gegenheimer, he was playing the games in each heat by how he liked to do it, so slowing down after the start.
Fabrice Mel's on the number 2 bike. Federspiel on the number 1. 2016 XCE Men's Eliminator final then, about to get underway. This one for the medals. Long hold on the line. And we're underway then. The final is going. It's Federspiel with an incredible start. Mal's fighting to go with him in the blue. Gegenheimer in the white, up to second place then already. Mal's at the back then in the blue at the moment. Lind in there in the yellow in 3rd place.
Federspiel, Gegenheimer, Lind, Mels. So Mels has to move up a bit, and he already does.
Mels now goes to 3rd then, the big man in the blue. Federspiel at the front, controlling this one so far. Interesting to see what the tactics are on this climb, but I doubt he's going to want anyone to come back to him. And Federspiel looks like he's attacking now. Gegenheimer trying to go with him. Mel's nowhere to be seen. That's a surprise.
Yeah, he already opens the gap a bit, so a bit of work to do for Mels here on this section. And the sprint of Daniel Federspiel actually starts so early already.
Well, Lind is on an empty tank. He's out of this one. So the battle for medals now really is on, though.
Mels is coming back.
Mel's back in the bronze medal position now and on to the back wheel of Gegenheimer. So Federspiel leads this one. Can he defend his world championship title? We just saw it happen in the women's with Linda Indergan. Is it going to be the same in the men's? So Federspiel starting to wind it up. Gegenheimer doesn't look like he's got anything for him. It's an all-out sprint now to the line. Mel sits up. Federspiel takes gold for Austria. Defends his title. And look what it means to him. What a ride that was, Bart.
Yeah, actually amazing how he did that. It's crazy. Also, you can see how fast he can accelerate from the finish line on, actually. When they enter the asphalt, he accelerates immediately. He opens the gap to Gegenheimer directly. Mel's on 3rd place with a bit of a gap. It's so hard for these riders with that speed to close one of the gaps, and actually, the places are set immediately. The new world champion.
Federspiel's done it. Gold for Austria. Federspiel defends his world title from a year ago. 2 golds, a silver and a bronze actually at the World Championships for Federspiel. That's how good he is.
Watching back over his shoulder. Only Gegenheimer with him. Tries to have a bit of a draft with him on this climb. I don't think that helps too much. Mels is coming back, but when he came back on the 3rd position, just before the chicane, just before the finish line, Gegenheimer 2nd.
Mel didn't have the legs tonight. But it's Federspiel taking the gold.
Daniel, congratulations. What a strong ride. You look today totally in control.
Yeah, it was really cool. Nove Mesto is one of my favorite tracks. I've never won here before, but I know I'm fast at the finish line, so it was really cool. And at the heat, I ride a little bit tactic so that I can save my power for the upcoming heats, and yeah, it works.
Did you enjoy the turf and the weather conditions? Were dry?
Yeah, very good. So it's my lovely weather, so everything is fine now.
We saw you very emotional, like if it was the first time and it's the second time. How do you
Yeah,
feel?
now it's the second time. I don't know. I must enjoy now, not more. And so, yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Enjoy it, and thank you very much. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Well, good evening's racing, Bart. Great way to start the 2016 Man Bike World Championships.
Yeah, of course, he might be a bit of emotional, even if it's his second time winning the world champion title after our last year. So here in Nove Mesto and Morave, second time in the Czech Republic. But a great race, a great evening for him.
A two-time UCI world champion.
Everything under control in each heat.
Yeah, he certainly was, from what we saw of him, absolutely faultless this evening. But, you know, Federspiel, he puts a lot in the cross-country eliminator, doesn't he?
Yes, it is. You could see it on his body as well. Full muscle everywhere, so he did a lot of training.
Powerful man. And that is the jersey the world champion gets to wear with the rainbow stripes from the UCI. There's your top 10 from today then. Congratulations to the medalists. Austria, Germany and Belgium taking away the metalware. But yeah, I've enjoyed that this evening.
Yeah, some good races.
Built up to the finals nicely. They were the pick of the races tonight, definitely. And you don't see that very often. Switzerland walking away with all the medals in the women's racing here tonight. That's incredible.
Yeah, very, very strong.
Well, tomorrow we will be bringing you the cross-country relay from here in Nove Mesto in the Czech Republic. And then on Saturday, it's the women's cross-country World Championships. And Sunday, we will be bringing you the men's World Championship cross-country race, which features none other than the Olympic champion, Jaroslav Kalhari. That looks painful. She rode that out pretty good there, Bart.
Yes, but also the last crash of her there against the rocks, that's painful as well. And here you can see how slippery the first section after the start is with the gravel. That tire, Bukova, almost crashed here already here in this corner.
Yeah, shame we didn't see her in the final, wouldn't it, really? The Czechs would have loved that as well, the Czech Republic.
Yeah, the third fastest qualifying time.
She was looking good for a medal, really.
Another flat tire. Wangling. Tubular tire. Wheel on the rim.
And that was a big, nasty crash there, the Dutchman.
Yeah, Monaco, a really bad crash of him.
Yep. Worse than it looked, I think.
National coach. He feels the pain as well of his rider. A position for him, but that doesn't count anymore. Sprint here between Prudkova and Engen. And it was Prudkova who became 5th in the small finals. Final heat, dominating by the Swiss nation. Linda Indergan, she did it again. Katrin Stiernemann, 2nd. Forcini, 3rd place, bronze medal for her. Full Swiss podium. Incredible. And you can see here Federspiel. He put a lot of effort in this race for this day.
That might be Austria's only medal this weekend, but it's a good one. It's a gold one.
It's a gold one, yeah. And he's the man for that. Hard to beat.
Some beautiful trophies to be handed out here now.
But I think jersey, that means the most for all these riders, the rainbow stripes.
And you've been a world champion yourself, Bart. I mean, once you've been world champion, you get to carry those rainbow stripes forever, right?
Yeah, on your sleeves, yeah, that's true. So that's a good thing. Good thing to remember. I only did it once. It's hard.
All right. We'll let you
It's
off.
all right, thank you. A few times second in the marathon discipline as well. A few times third on the cross country, but yeah, not that easy.
You didn't have a bad career, Bart.
It's true.
It's all right.
I'm not complaining about it.
It's not over yet either, is it?
Is it? Oh, with the crash from last weekend, you never know.
Bart came close last weekend. 5 minutes into a 24-hour race, he dislocated his shoulder. Wasn't the ideal start.
Yeah, true.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
There's
to the
grandstands that will be filled on the weekend
World Championships.
for the cross-country Olympic races. They're expecting 50,000 fans here.
Mistrovství světa horských kol.
Beautiful podium, what they have built here.
Incredible, isn't it?
So big.
Eliminator women. Vyhlášení výsledků mistrovství světa horských kol disciplíny Cross Country Eliminator ženy. In third place and winner of the bronze medal. Na třetím místě a vítězka bronzové medaile. Rana Fortini of Switzerland. Rana Fortini Switzerland.
Congratulations to her. She'll sleep well at night, Bart, after that.
It goes a bit of time, I guess. The bodies are full of adrenaline after these heats, after these races. So not that easy for the riders, but their races are, I guess, yeah, it's on for her, for Chini, I think Sunday morning. Catherine Stienemann Saturday afternoon, women elite. Well, for Chini as well, she's women elite as well.
Catherine Stiernemann with a silver medal.
In first place.
And it seems to be Linda Indergant. She's in a good shape, qualified for the Olympics as well for Switzerland.
Timed with a flyby from the Czech Air Force, that was nice. Linda Indergant then taking the gold medal here. Back-to-back World Championships for her.
Beautiful jersey for her. She might be proud of it, and she is.
The flowers are presented by Mr. Nora of Nove Mesto in Morave. Díky předává pan Michal Šmarda, starosta Nového Mesto na Moravě. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Switzerland.
Couldn't be better. They're all Swiss.
Yeah, for all of them. Congratulations to our medal winners then. Now for the best bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please salute your champion today,
Nice podium.
She's going to go flying off the end of them shoes then. She did well to anchor up, Mark. Sip champagne when she's thirsty.
Yeah, it's a strong nation in mountain biking in general. It doesn't matter which discipline it is. Except downhill, maybe, or not.
Yeah, they struggle a bit in that. In fact, as far as I know, Claudio Calori is still their fastest downhill rider. No disrespect, but he is 45. Might be a little bit younger than that. But they are lacking a little bit in men and women's downhill, yeah, which is strange with all the mountains they have.
Yeah, but, I mean, cross country, in the endurance discipline, they are so strong.
But you've got to ask yourself is, if you're growing up, you know, in Switzerland, and you see the success of the cross-country teams, it might make you go that way. I mean, it's so strong there.
Yeah. But also the national federation, that they put a lot of effort in these development of the riders. You see strong Swiss riders in the young ages as well, and dominating in the elite categories as well. So we are waiting for the men's ceremony.
That's it, waiting for the men's medalists here.
To the medal ceremony of the UCI Mountain Bike World Championships. Dámy a pánové, vítejte na vyhlášení výsledků mistrovství světa horských kol.
Fans from Federspiel.
That's great, isn't it, to see the relatively small nation of Austria take a gold medal.
It's amazing.
It's done them proud. Look at the legs on him. He's a man built for sprinting, isn't he? Daniel
Yeah, but
Federspiel.
also his upper body, you could see it on the finish line as well. Muscles all over his body.
Like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of mountain biking.
Yeah, if you see some...
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger Austrian?
yeah, yes, yes, he is.
Forgot the mountain bike equivalent.
Yeah, if you're following him on Facebook, Daniel Federspiel, you can see how much training he always does. And he's the fastest in the sprinting discipline. And he showed that again tonight.
So for Belgium, third place, the bronze medal goes to Fabrice Mals.
In second place and winner of the silver medal. Na druhém místě vítěz stříbrné medaile. Sergej H. of Germany. Silver medaile z Německa.
Simon Gegenheimer from Germany. Second silver medalist.
Bronze last year, well, the anticipation is rising. Daniel Federspiel, your world champion. Country Eliminator 2016. Defended the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Austria. Dámy a pánové, na počest mistra světa rakouská hymna.
Well, the first event of the 2016 Mountain Bike World Championships from here in Nove Mesto na Morave in the Czech Republic is done and dusted. That's Daniel Federspiel leaving with the first men's gold medal. selfie. Got to give him that.
Yeah, if things goes right, as it happened with him tonight, he's so hard to beat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, two-time world champion back-to-back. Can't argue with him. Whoa. Nearly had a podium incident there. I think Mal's got a soaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, from 2016 UCI World Champions,
Well, Bart, that was a great opening to the Super World
It
Championships.
is, yeah. Great evening. Great opener, definitely.
And tomorrow, I know, is one of your favourite events.
Yeah, it's
of
a
the
really
week.
nice one, team relay.
Team Relay. We're looking forward to that. Make sure you join us for that tomorrow. We'll be live with that. Until then, from Rob Warner and Bart Brenton sat next to me here, we're going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.